Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 27th, and today for some stupid reason I thought it'd be fun to go for my daily run, but I decided to do it outside today instead of going to the gym. I know it works a lot of different muscles in that like keeps you from injuring your your Achilles tendons, hamstrings, all that kind of stuff, and I thought I'd go ahead and give it a shot. The problem with it is it's freaking winter. It's the end of December and it's cold as hell out there, so I took off. I got all bundled up, got some sweatpants on, got some long underwear on for my shirt, and then a sweatshirt on top of that, and then a jacket. Did take my hydro pack with me, wore my new Under Armour face mask in that, which actually worked really good, but on top of that I threw my little cheap stocking cap on top of that to add a little extra. I thought I could always take it off if I needed to. My back got real sweaty, my body got sweaty pretty quick. I took off and started running pretty fast early on, wanting to build up a good body heat before I got too cold too fast. I did also take my hydro pack, my camel backpack, and I took it, had water in it. It was just warm water off the shelf, not cold water. It worked out great for me. So I'd leave the water in the hose, which usually I would blow air back in it to get the water out in the summer, because I don't know, it would get really super hot in the summer and it'd drive me nuts. So instead this time I left it in there, so the first little bit of water coming out of the hose was super cold from being outside in the air and the elements while I was running, and then after that it would I would get the warmer water from actually inside the hydro pack. So that worked out really good for me. I was probably just about a mile into the run when I stepped on what I thought was a frozen puddle. Turned out it wasn't frozen solid. I thought it was. I broke through and my right foot got soaking wet, and that really did suck. I gotta tell you, that was probably the worst part of the whole damn thing. A couple of times there was a lot of ice and stuff, and it's uneven, uneasy ice and that, so it made it kind of sketchy running. I did run the road. There's really no good running trails around here, nothing like that. So I kind of ran around town. I did cross the highway twice, but did not run down the highway per se. I noticed as the sun went down, I got a late start today, it got cold quick. I mean, like, it really dropped off fast. Might have been the fact my foot was wet, might have had something to do with it, but I could feel it just on my face. It felt colder too. So definitely having a little trouble with the face mask. I kept having to pull it down because I kept fogging my glasses up. So I don't know if I need to start wearing contacts when I run, or maybe save up and go get some LASIK, something like that. But it was definitely driving me crazy, so that didn't really help much there. But I left it on my lower part of my chin here, and it kept my neck and stuff warm, which was really good for that. I decided to go out and do my run today while I was letting some paint dry. That wall shelf I've been building, I wanted to do crackle paint, kind of what I had a few people suggesting to me, but it seemed like it was going to be more work than I wanted to try and keep up with, and the temperature wise out here in the shop. So I decided to go ahead. I had some cheap paint I bought on clearance. It's like just almost like a gunmetal gray, and I thought, well, I'll just try it out and see what I can do with it. I went looking at different things, went to go buy like some sea sponge and that. Everything here in town is so stupid high that I couldn't find anything. The one more of a locally owned store was almost 3 times the price it would have been if I would have bought it off eBay and had it shipped in with the shipping included, and I wasn't willing to pay that. Walmart, of course, didn't have nothing at all. It had little tiny, like, hermit crab size sponges, not something you'd actually use for paint. It'd take me a month and a half to do that. So I decided to go ahead and kind of make my own. I'm going to show you here what I'd done. This is what I'd done before I went for my run, so while I was out running it dried. This is that awful yellow base coat, and you can see that's the color of the yellow. It's not very attractive. And then on top here, just took my sponge brush and coated the whole thing, and then I basically just did a twist pattern, and it turned out pretty nice. You can see some are a lot darker than others, and ironically the ones that are darker are the ones I put less paint on, because the paint started dry on me as I was twisting, so it got darker, where these over here there's a lot more yellow showing through, was a thicker paint because I was able to take more off. And all I had for that was just this old rag over here. It looks almost, it's an actual t-shirt type sweatshirt thing that I cut up, but it's more of long underwear type material. The netting in it you can kind of see. Then what I done, I'm not sure it's going to show up here on camera or not, but I'm going to try. If you notice, there's almost like a checkered pattern. Once I had it all like twisted off the way I wanted it, I laid the rag out on the whole thing, patted the whole rag down, and then basically called it a day. So it kind of gave me a really neat little like strange pattern in there. I guess, yeah, you can definitely see that. But it gave me a really neat little pattern. I'm happy with it. I really am. I'm not happy with my ends yet so much, but I've only got the junkier side painted, so now I have to turn it over and do the better side. So this is going a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. Luckily, so I don't have to do one coat, because there's no way of re-coating this once it's on here. I was going to try, there's different techniques. There's sponge rolling, there's the rollers on with the rags wrapped around it, different things, and I really wasn't feeling any of that. And I don't know, I kind of like this almost with the gunmetal gray, kind of give me a little bit of a stainless steel type swirl look to it. I could have went a lot nicer and actually cut up a sponge or cut up a different thing, actually made a circle and maybe even made it more unique, but could really care less. This was just a test to see what I thought of it as it turned out, and so far I'm super happy with what it is. Now the real technique's going to be if I can recreate that on the good sides, because I did all the inside of my shelves, the underside of them, that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a lot more interesting now. I have to go to the good side and see how it turns out, and most likely that's going to be a screw up, and then I'll be pissed off about the whole thing, which worst case scenario, I'll go ahead and I'll just sand it off and start over again. So I also had bought some tape. I was going to like lay out some lines like at different angles and stuff through here, and then paint over it, and then pull the tape off. So I had some weird lines, but I just realized I don't like that yellow that much to even have it show through in a line pattern anywhere. So my goal is, after I get it put together on the sides, I might do some my vinyl print out and then basically do some kind of design on the end piece, which I then may paint back over. If I do something really bold there, then I can peel it all off and leave just the swirl marks underneath. It might be something neat, but we'll see what I come up with. As of right now, I'm just happy to get the final coat in that baby and get it slapped together and get it installed. Hopefully by this weekend I'll have it in the room and I can start putting stuff on that shelf once the paint's fully cured. So anyway, that's all I know for now. If you guys are going out running the winter, don't step in ice holes that aren't froze over, because that'll make your foot suck. It'll hurt and definitely cools you off the whole time. So I'm going to throw a coat of paint on these. I've got enough wood in the wood stove. I'll throw another log in there probably. I can shut the fan off and keep the garage warm enough all night tonight in order to go ahead and knock this out and get this paint cured up completely. So thanks for watching. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day.